We're going to see more billion-dollar companies in the next 18 months powered by AI just because it allows people to move faster.
The AI knows everything.
Ideation becomes seconds.
Then I give it very specific instructions of what I want.
It could go into a 5-minute voice note and not months. It's just going to be crazy.
I asked it, okay, based on this book, what are the other books mentioned in that book? And then keep going back 150 years. And it gave me the top 200 books that influenced Think and Grow Rich.
Oh my goodness.
That's all I've been reading for the last 2 years.
Wow.
I truly can't tell you what the future is going to look like 18 months from now. And the truth is there a risk that artificial super intelligence overcomes artificial general intelligence? Yeah, it's real. I'm not going to say that there isn't potential for a very dark future. However, if our jobs as humans is to participate in the world we live in, it's like, unless you're going to give up your phones and go live in the woods.
Right.
Okay. No. All right. You're still here.
Right.
Cool. You then go learn AI. Go be in the ecosystem, learn how these automation tools work, make it part of your day, like ChatGPT or its equivalents like Claude or Gemini or whatever you want to use. Yes, it's a mandatory, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mentor a bunch of kids, and the other day I was running one of my programs called King's Club, 100 kids in the room. Oh, that's all I can fit in this room.
Yeah.
I said, how many of you guys were taught AI in class? Raise your hand. No hands go up. None.
Wow.
And one kid screams out, we get in trouble if we use AI.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting. Then you the counterpart to that is skip to 3 hours prior where I'm walking around my office and I tell everybody, if you don't use AI every day, I will get you're off the team.
Yeah.
There's no debate.
Right.
And so your entire company, you walk through the office and have to use AI.
Show me your history.
Wow.
100%. Show me your ChatGPT history or Gemini. Show me the history. If you haven't used it in 5 days and you're just being lazy, AF, irresponsibly lazy, super not productive, impossible for you to be the best for the rest of the team.
Right.
You're just being ignorant. Stop it.
Right.
I'm not even
willful ignorance at that.
Yeah, there's zero more tolerance. I made this decision 3 months ago because I was trying to be polite and I was trying to train everybody and all this stuff. And I did all the stuff. And then somebody asked me to go, how do you get your team to adopt it? I said, well, you train them and teach them. And then I was like, but they're still not doing it. Sure, support's doing it. Sure, whatever. But then I'm like, finance, why are you guys still doing bullshit? Automate this thing, And media team, show me the tools you're using to support you in the editing and the production and the ideation. And they were like, oh yeah, we kind of play. No. I want you, we're going full integration. So it's kind of wild to think that in schools right now, they're not allowed to use it to get in trouble. And in my company, if you don't use it, you're in trouble. So there's this massive gap of opportunity. So any person that just decides to stop watching Netflix and start watching YouTube videos on using AI for their job, I'm talking every position, you will just dramatically put yourself at the top of the value chain. Just by being generally interested in it.
Yeah, we're I'm still ignorant to how much it can actually do. ChatGPT alone, right?
Yeah.
Well, you just don't build, you got to force yourself. So I call it habit stacking. When I teach this, so I speak at Tony Robbins Business Mastery.
Okay.
I'm the AI guy.
Wow.
So I've got, 10,000 people in the room and I'm sharing with them how to integrate it. First thing I teach them is habit stack it into your routine.
Okay.
So every morning I have a chair I sit in. It's where I read. Before I read, I do 3 prompts. Crazy prompts, wild prompts, whatever, literally, what's the meaning of world or, whatever. You got just because what you want to do is build the habit. Habit stack it before I read. And guess what? Sometimes I'm like, I don't like the book I'm reading. So I'm like, hey, what are 3 other better books in this book? And then it tells me, I'm like, ooh, that's a good prompt. Or, this was crazy. 2 years ago, I'm a big fan of Think and Grow Rich. It's the book I give to every kid that's in my mentorship. And I think we've given around 8,000 copies. So
wow.
Yeah. I want to give it to every high school kid in my city as a social economic experiment. So I asked it, okay, based on this book, what are the other books mentioned in that book? And then keep going back 150 years. And it gave me the top 200 books that influenced Think and Grow Rich.
Oh my goodness.
That's all I've been reading for the last 2 years.
There's
That's
levels.
Oh yeah. It's got it all.
There's love. Wow.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I? If I think that book's the best book, what are the books influence that book? What are the books influence that book? And keep going. It's kind of, and it's neat when you step back, you're like, oh, geez, it starts with like religion and philosophy and then the New World thought and all this stuff. It's really,
wow.
Yeah. So can it do that? And oh yeah, it can. I mean, now it does everything. It can, there's this new model that I use almost exclusively called the O3 model in GPT. And it's a research model, which means it has access to the internet. So, and
I use that model too. Yeah.
You watch the thinking. It talks. Do you notice it talks to itself? Like it's wild, dude. It writes code. I gave it a transcript. I sit on a board, and I couldn't make the meeting. I gave it the transcript of the board meeting, and then I gave it the board information. Like they give us a board package before. So I uploaded the board package, which was like 5 documents, financial documents, strategy documents, whatever, product stuff, and the transcript of the last board meeting. And I said, then act as an investor. I'm the investor. I sit on the board. And then tell me the 10 things I should know as an investor and what are the questions I should ask the CEO based on what was shared. I'm not even joking. I could have never correlated what it correlated and saw. It saw the discrepancies between what they said and what was reported.
If you're ready to start saving on taxes and multiplying your money from investments, then you're in the right place. The Multiply Your Money Challenge is a 5-day transformational training where for the comforts of your own home, you'll learn the top wealth building and tax saving strategies of the 1%. We're going to be teaching you all the same strategies that we teach our clients that help them increase their net worth by over $100 million last year alone. So what are you going to learn? Well, you're going to learn tax saving strategies like how to pay your children from your business to build tax-free wealth for them. You're going to learn how to leverage real estate to completely wipe out all your taxable income. And George is going to be teaching you investing strategies on how to increase your portfolio and how to access your retirement accounts today, tax and penalty free. This is going to be a life-changing training.
And if you're wondering why we do this, because we actually have an advisory firm where we help our clients do this every day. The reason why is because we believe in greatness on display. What's the point of going to a outdated website with a landing page that hasn't been updated in 2 years and hoping that that advisor can deliver on that promise? Instead, come to a 5-day experience where we are training and teaching you for 5 days, and you'll actually be able to implement some of these things within that time period so that you'll have firsthand experience that we're the money team for you. If that's of interest to you, you've been looking for a money team, click the link below, grab the VIP experience so we can actually answer your personal questions. I can't wait to see you in this transformational financial experience.
Can't wait to see you inside.
Peace.
Just saying. I don't think it was malicious. I'm just saying there was.
Yeah.
It talked about the tariffs. It talked about this. It talked about that. So then I get on a call with the CEO and I said, I apologize for missing the board meeting. I just have like a few questions if you got a few minutes. He's like, yeah, what's up? And I asked him the first one. He goes, wow, that's a really good question.
It's almost like
the second one. Oh, I wish you were on the board meeting. I'm like, I only have a few more. Dude,
it's almost like getting the limitless pill.
Dude, it is. It is. You just have to use it.
You just have to use it.
Yeah. And you have to give it everything. Like right now, if you've been using it, one of my favorite prompts is based on what you know about me, predict the next 3 years of my life.
That's whoa, dude. That's
it did an amazing job. Because again, it knew everything going on in my life. It knew that I was doing Martell Ventures. It knew what I was searching. It knew the
which is why it's so important to feed it as much as you can.
You got to talk to it more. Yeah. And I really enjoy the and this is one I teach the kids because I think a lot of people, when they get inside their head, it's really tough. Like most people don't have somebody to talk to, right? And when we're in our thoughts, it's just not a good place to be.
Right.
So a couple of weeks ago when I was doing my Kings Club program, I showed them how I use the voice. There's a little button on the app in ChatGPT. You hit the voice and it's a little blue thing that talks to you. It's like, hi, Dan, how can I help? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm really struggling with this decision. I'm involved in these 2 companies and here's the situation. Could you ask me some questions to like maybe get some clarity and then give me some thoughts on what I should do next? It's like, I would love to, Dan. Well, based on what you told me, and it asked me questions. I talked to it for 22 minutes. At the end of it, I was like, oh, why? Because it knew everything I'd ever gave it before. It knew what I just told him I was strong with. It knows who I am. It knows where my goals are because I've talked to it about my goals.
Yeah.
And then it gave me a list of sequences to think about. Now, I did have to know how to talk to it, but even saying to it, I don't know how to talk to you. Can you please prompt me based on the things you're missing is actually a really good way to use it.
Yeah.
You had a tweet recently, or an Instagram post recently go viral about the prompts, how you prompt ChatGPT. Do you remember that?
I mean, I use it every day.
Yeah, can you please share that prompt? Because I saved that and started using it. That's been revolutionary.
Yeah, and if anybody's listening, they want that document, just message me prompt on my Instagram. Okay.
He's giving you all the sauce.
I'm a big fan of like, take it, use it, remix it, it's yours. I don't care.
I was telling him literally on the way down here, I was like, somebody had on the same coaching call, someone was like, I don't know if anybody even asked anything. You were just like, hey, just so you know, like anything I've ever created.
To remind them.
Yeah, like it's yours, right? It's like use
Take
it, do
all, make money with it, help people, give me zero credit. I don't care.
And we kind of, have a similar philosophy because our goal is to decrease the wealth gap by $100 billion, right? By helping at least, 100,000 people achieve their first 1 million in net worth. But we know that part of that is going to come from helping the industry at large, right? It's like, hey, look, we're already at capacity, right? It's like, here, take our frameworks. This is what we do. This is how we do it. We just want to help people, right? It doesn't matter if we get the credit, right? We don't matter if we get the attribution. We just want to help. And so just to see somebody at your level who does it in the most genuine way and there's no ulterior motive is super impactful.
Well, there is always an ulterior motive in the sense that it just makes sense.
This makes sense.
Yeah. I read a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People.
One of my favorites.
And there was a quote that said something like, if you'll achieve anything if you don't care who gets the credit.
You'll achieve anything if you don't.
Yeah. So I was just like, I don't need the credit. I just want the book to be out there and serve the world. And I just want people to buy back their time and learn how to use AI.
Speaking of which,
I gotta answer this.
Fair.
So this is, and again, it changes so often, but this works today. Yeah. And I did it 5-6 times already. Mm-hmm. First thing in the prompt to make the AI work the right way is you got to tell it how to act. Why? Because the AI knows everything. Yeah. And if you don't tell it how to say act like a tax expert, then it doesn't know what body of information in its neural net for it to like ignore and zero in on. Okay. So they say act like a tax expert. And then you got to give it as much context as you can. Okay. So it's like, that's where I upload the board deck or I tell it about my situation, Then I give it very specific instructions of what I want. So now that you act like a tax expert, here's all my tax stuff. I need you to put, you give it the request. Right. Then the last part is the format. Okay. And the format's a big one because I'm a big fan of numbered bulleted lists. Don't ask me why, but I just like short, framework tight. Yeah, just like I like it short, tight, clean. Yeah. So then the format, you tell it. The output should be short, concise format, or it could be in a spreadsheet, or it could be format could be write the code for the app. Like, dude, it's crazy. Write the macro for the spreadsheet that allows me to import that into Google Sheets or something. It's bananas what it can do. So, and then you hit enter. Yeah. And it just, and you're just like, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That is how you make AI magic.
Wow. That's powerful. Speaking of the book, this is a really amazing book. And I think everybody should read it. I've read it twice. How many of these copies of this book do we have to buy to get you to come speak at our event in July?
Well, that's a calendar thing, and that's an answer.
He did it on the show. He did it live. He did it.
There's no way.
It's true. But it's true.
I don't know.
Yeah. It just has no idea. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. I'll reach out. I'll see if
honestly, I love you guys' energy. I said that when I first met you guys. So if it works.
If it works, right? Yeah. If it doesn't, buy the book and it'll be worth it. But no, thank you so much, man. This has been amazing. I do have one or two more questions. One is you've gone all in on media recently. Well, past few years.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
And it's working.
It's working,
by the way,
in a major way.
I think that's why you guys are here. Exactly. I'm thing, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah. And so, what has going all in? Because you were immensely successful. Had already exited business. You didn't need to do everything you're doing now. You don't need to do Elite. You don't need to do the media stuff. But what has it taught you? Like going all in on media, what has it taught you about yourself, about just business, and about life in general since you've gone all in?
Question.
Yeah.
Usually I answer this through the lens of like the difference between amateur and pro. Because that's what happened. People say, what did you change? They think it's like some kind of weird algorithm. No, I just decided to take it seriously.
Decided to go pro.
Let me tell you what I've learned. Okay. This is actually a funner question. Yeah. When I reflect inside. One is everything you want exists on the other side of your ability to communicate.
and just get clear on like how much work you actually want to put in. I think that'll outline a lot of the stuff for somebody, and it'll also help you keep your morals and principles intact. Cause you know, I was like, yo, I want to do $1 million in a month. I'm seeing people do $1 million all, and I did it, and it was one of the worst months of my life. You know what I mean? Like personally, and I mean professionally, I'm like, shoot, little black boy from the hood. Yeah, like it felt good. You know what I mean? And like, you know, family dynamic is not together like wife, like, yo, I feel like you here or not here. So it like it's those type of things where it's like, you know, yes, it's good to go for those things, but I was just cool with like, be like, yo, if I could make the same amount of money that I was doing tattooing just here, and I could just have more freedom, more time to stay home with the kids. I got 7 kids. I'm like, yo, I'm at a tattoo shop for 12 hours a day. Like my baby's growing up right in front of my eyes. I'm missing teeth coming out. I'm missing learning how to ride a bike. I'm like, I don't want to miss those moments. So like for me, it was just more so just figuring out like, what can I do so I can still have that time freedom and mobility. So I think, you know, it's a layered question, but everybody need to figure out like what it is for them specifically. I just did not like when I saw me at 20 years in that person. I was looking at like, dang, what do their life look like? How do people treat them? I'm like, I don't like the way that looks. So I was like, yo, you know what? Like, I'm gonna lock in and I'm gonna figure it out what it is. I did some business. Some did good. Some didn't do good. Yeah. I did some real estate. Some did very, very well. Some didn't do good. And then like, I figured that one thing out. So I tried a lot of things that was like working really well. And I was like, but it just wasn't that. And then when that thing happened, I knew, but the number one thing I'll tell you, like, don't stop. Like, don't not do nothing. Don't get analysis paralysis. Don't get paralyzed. Like figure it out, but also just always have that integrity and that intention like at the forefront.
Facts. Yeah. So you mentioned your spouse a few times on the show so far, and I understand y'all either have businesses together or have businesses together currently. There are a lot of myths about not doing business with your spouse or not mixing the business and the relationship. What are some myths about that? How have you all been successful in operating business together this long? And how has that dynamic played in the household?
Man, it's like to be honest, like when we got together, that was like one of my non-negotiables.
Really?
Like, yeah, like I like that was like, I was like, yo, like if we can't build nothing, then like we can't build nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what are we doing? If we not building something, then like we existing with each other. We high-fiving in the hallway, high-fiving in the bedroom, and like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like super intentional. I was like, yo, this thing don't turn off at night. It's always going. So like I need you to understand that. I'm not saying that it's going to be like, you know, I'm gonna be an a-hole about it, but I don't know how to turn this off. I got big goals, I got big ambition, I got stuff that I want to do, stuff that I want to build. Like I just need to know if you with me or not. And she was down, bro. And to be honest, like the moment that, cause I had other girlfriends, of course, you know what I mean? And like, but the moment that she got on board and the moment that I set those intentions, like that guideline, like, bro, that's when the business started to do what it did. Like, yes, I had all these businesses going, but like, my wife like, yo, what you need me to pick up? What you need me to order? What you need me to do? Like just being there every step of the way, that's going to allow it to happen. And then again, when we made that money, it was like, from her saying, all right, you know what I mean? I'm all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it. So like for us, like it helped us. And again, like I said, our thing is goals, not roles. So it's like we feel like it's nothing above us and nothing under us like that I won't do. You know what I mean? So it definitely helped. And I think anybody who has a relationship, it has to be mandatory. Like if you look at Aristotle, like that's the bro. Look at how his wife is in his business. Like you look at the real successful people, like bro, they women always got some inner workings in the business, you know what I mean, and make it happen. And then also it might not be that your lady is working in the business with you. It might just be she's providing a space for you to be able to do what you need to do so you can focus on the things that that's important as well.
Let's go down the household, go down these other things. It gives you the space.
Oh man,
Yeah.
like
I just cheer you on, right? Like I said, so listen to Hamosi podcast, and he was talking about as men, especially high level entrepreneur men, like we give all we can to the business. So we see working as like showing love, because if I do this work, it gets us money. I get money, I take care of all of us. So me working is my love language to you, right? And so you come into the office and seeing me be like, hey babe, here's the coffee, I'm proud of you. Like, how far does that go?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it go back to like, you know, when we did $1 million in a month and she came into the office, bro, like picture this. I hit $1 million. It's like 4 minutes left until 12 o'clock going into the first, looking at the computer and I'm like, yo, like strike still going off, be over $1 million. And I'm like, bro, I really just did this. Like I said this like 2 months ago and I really just did this. And then like 2 minutes before 12 o'clock, step. She come downstairs and she like, yo, like I feel like you here, but you're not here. But I'm like, that's like the ultimate. I'm doing all this for us, but again, my fault, because I woke up one day, it was like, oh yeah, I want to do $1 million in a month. Like it wasn't no communicating like this thing. I'm not locking, I'm right to do that. So that was my fault. But it still feel like a blow to your soul, because it's like, dang, like at the end of the day, like you said, making the money to like do all of this, and all of those things was happening. Like, like, babe, you ain't eat all day, huh? Cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, all right, let me get back to it. And it's like, I just blowing you off. So, I think like, again, those things need to happen because it needs to help me get realigned back to where I was. And it's like, no, you said you wanted to build something. You said you wanted to do this together. So it was a real super accountability moment for me. And that helped my business. It helped me realize, like, all right, next time you want to do $1 million, first, you know exactly how to, you know, in a month, you know exactly how to do it. But also, you know how to inclusion. Like, you know how to make it happen so as though it's like fun. So we went to Jamaica right after that. Yeah. Didn't make up for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's super, I think it's super important, you know, that your spouse is on board, because I experienced it the opposite way. And it's just not it's not a good feeling.
Yeah. And so you have a goal to inspire 1 billion. What would it be? With 1 billion people. Yeah. Tell us about what's that roadmap? What's that look like?
So like my Instagram name used to be Runway Millionaire, and then I hit $1 million. Go too small. I was like, goal is too small. And it's like, if the goal is too small, then you know what I mean, and it don't scare you, it's not a goal. But I just feel like what words will live longer than I will. So I'm always intentional about, you know what I mean, the things that I say, the energy that I put out into the world. Like I got on a plane and the stewardess was like, how you going? I was like, I'm amazing. I was like, how you doing? It's like, I'm good. And I was like, just good? Like your response should never be just good. Like you're the stewardess. I'm getting on the plane. You're right. I don't feel comfortable. You should be happy. I just like you should feel absolutely fantastic. So I just carry that motto on, and you know, I attempt to make it as infectious as possible everywhere that I go. Because Tupac said, like, you know, I probably can't change the world, but I could spark. I could make that initial spark. So that's really what it's all about, is making sure that my time here, with the connections and the people that I touch, with the content that I create, that it far outlives me, that it inspires people to do things beyond their what they think they could do.
Facts. Yeah, facts. Love that. So AI is all the craze, right? AI is here. Should we be scared of it? At least from this is your product business standpoint. Should we be scared of it, or should we embrace it? And how, if embrace it, how do we do so to make our business grow?
We should be very scared of it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, first of all, it's so damn easy.
Yeah,
it's so damn easy that it's scary. But here's the thing: like we've been using it already. We had Siri on our phone for how long? Alexa, play Dollar the Money. Like, you know what I'm saying? We done had it for so long, so we already been interacting with AI. So I think that the thing right now is that people are treating it like it's a new thing, because they seeing it from a different lens. And of course, with it's always two sides to a coin. So I think that the thing that always get highlighted is the negative side. One of the things that I think that more businesses in the next 18 months is going to their value is going to be, we're going to see more billion-dollar companies in the next 18 months powered by AI just because it allows people to move faster, have low overhead.
Scale do these. We have to
Like it's just going to be crazy. And as far as the digital products, like ideation becomes seconds and not months, or like just think about like all of your years of experience, you know, as a tax advisor, tax professional, and all of those things that you guys do. It could go into a 5-minute voice note, you know what I mean? Or it can watch all the Melanin Money podcasts, and like it's just so many things that it could do in the everyday. I think that people should be embracing it every single, like they should be embracing it like more than ever and asking themselves, what can I do to automate? Like literally, y'all could go in ChatGPT right now and say, if you use it, say everything that I wrote out of all across all of my sessions, what are some of the things that I could automate? And like literally, you'll have a laundry list of like, hey, you can automate your laundry, you can automate this, you can automate that, you can automate certain tasks. Like you'll have a list of AI being able to automate 90% of the things. Right. But here's the thing, you still got to do it. Like, why would you be scared of it if 90% of the stuff in your life could be automated by AI that can save you costs, or make you more effective, save you time, and make you more money?
Yeah, that's facts. And so when you think about your business in particular, in what ways are you going to be leveraging AI to transform what you do specifically?
That's a very good question. So I'm gonna be leveraging it on, which we already have started doing. I'm leveraging it inside of my business, one, to help my team members be more effective, making it mandatory that they use AI. Like, why are we doing manual?
So
So like my VAs, okay, I could say, all right, I'm paying my VA $5, $7 an hour, $8 an hour. Okay, cool. If I can make my VA, which I'm already saving 20% costs on an American employee, if I can make them use AI and I can make them 30-20% more productive, my cost per dollar per hour goes a longer way there. So what happens when my company of 17 virtual assistants right now is all using AI? Graphic designers, automation specialists, project managers. Like, imagine when we bring on a client, we have a project brief, and we got the whole quarter mapped out as far as marketing, messaging, content, like funnel copy, like all of those things that would take us, 14 business days to build. We got it done in 14 minutes. Yeah. Because we drop a brief in there. So that's how we using it in the business, but then also on a corporate side, like with, going in, doing government stuff and doing like, stuff with corporations, like being able to leverage my story, right? Being able to leverage my expertise, go into these businesses and do licensing deals, So whereas though, like, all right, they already know they cut down on they staff, but they still got infrastructure problems. They still got, how do you say it? They need leadership development. So I'll come in and I'll do a contract with them for 3 times. Yeah. I'll use AI to create the whole structure that I'm going to speak, but it can't AI me.
AI is as smart as the prompter. May the best of prompt win, for sure. Right. And if you don't know how to give it prompts, then you don't know how to, you only get the best answers with the best questions. Well, it's like anything in life. So you need to learn how to be the prompt master to get the best answers out of it. If you can't do that, then you can't use AI.
Well, right. It's funny that you say that. Here's how you get the best prompt. Tell it what you want to tell it. What you want to tell it. It's probably not going to be as clear as ChatGPT is going to make it. So what you do is say, hey, how do I make this a better prompt?
Yeah, I'm like, well, I read some on Instagram. After you get the answer out of ChatGPT, maybe it took you 15 minutes to get the answer. The last question you should ask after every session is, hey ChatGPT, what prompt can I have given you to get to this answer faster?
Yeah.
It tells you how to do it. The next time, now you have the system on how to ask it better questions to get to your prompt faster.
100%. And it has something called memory. So if everything that you put in now, it'll memorize what you did. If you don't add it, just go to settings and just turn it on. And
I be seeing the workout. I was cooking.
Then you're it'll remember what you put in, and then it'll start to learn like how you put stuff in it. Like, all right, G, like it's gonna know, it's gonna learn you better. Like, yeah, like I screwed you up, but I'm gonna get you together. Yeah. And then you just start adding like little sessions. So when you have, you got an idea GPT, and then you got a prompt GPT, and then you had these little things, email GPT. You start taking these things once you put enough information in it, and then you just start making it your own little G agent, a Carter agent, runway agent, and then now you could go in there and just drop what you need, and you get it back a lot faster.
And to your point, I think this is one of those gold rushes that, like, yeah, Chat GPT is here, but like the dots should still low. We're hearing about it because we're in the ecosystem, the echo chamber where people were smart and like and adopted, but there's still so many people that aren't. And the thing that I want people to understand is like, when you have these opportunities, right? This is one of those opportunities where you see it and you maximize it, right? Because by the time AI can disrupt everything, you made so much money. Which is like, yeah, don't even matter. Yeah, right. And so, speaking of ChatGPT, right? Let's imagine that it's your own personal GPT, right? It's like, okay, if you had to distill it down to 3 things, right? All the experiences, all the knowledge that you learned in business, but you can only share 3 things with somebody so they would put in the prompt to ask you, what would you share with them about how to build a multi-million-dollar digital product business? If you can only distill it down to 3 things.
For one, I would tell him to ask ChatGPT. No, and no, like what I would tell you to put in ChatGPT. I like products that come from experience, where I'm pretty sure about the Melanin Money brand and the business developed from a problem that y'all saw, and y'all saw like, yo, we could provide a real solution to our melanated people. And that's how I'm pretty sure it was birthed. If not, if y'all couldn't solve a problem, y'all would have been like, well, I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing my thing. So what I would do is I would go in ChatGPT. I would tell it to say, hey, this is my experience. This is what this is my knowledge base. This is what I have to offer. I need you to ask me any questions that you need to help me come up with a business that I could start as a digital product. Then it's going to ask you about 20. It's going to ask you about 20 questions, right, or more. And it's probably going to ask you like, hey, what's the name of your business? What's the age group? And then what I would do from there, I would then ask it to go and create me a marketing plan on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, all platforms, because I might as well just get it all while I'm out there for the next 6 months. And the reason why I say the next 6 months is because that's going to be 2 quarters. So what you will do is you'll start breaking it down month by month, and you'll know like, all right, this worked last month, this didn't work this month. And like, by there, you'll pretty much have it. And then the last thing, I would tell it like to give me all of my blind spots that I would have in the business. So that way you can have like all of the ways that like, all right, I got all the ways that I'm gonna make money, but let me see all of the holes in my boat that I might run into where I might have an opportunity to make money or I might lose money. So, cause I always wanna look at both sides of the quarter. I wanna look, I want a marketing plan. I wanna look at how much money I'm gonna make and all that's good. But show me where my weaknesses would be at, where that like I might have to pivot. You get what I'm saying? Or I might have to make a transition or another product or a higher ticket product to keep me sustainable. So that way I can see how, like, cause some industries are, it might be super niche where it might not be a whole lot of money in there. So like you said, you got that little window to make a whole lot of money. And then you gotta get up out of there. So I would want to know that going into it. So I know the shelf life of that product.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.